try to do stand-up, and I'm pretty nervous. Sometimes when I get super nervous, I start, you start to say things, and then, you're gonna say, and then gibberish comes out.
Yeah, I know that. I know her personally now.
I don't.
Oh, really?
That's never me. Except for all the time. So, a little bit about me. I supervise at a swimming pool. And a lot of my subordinates, because I get to call them that, are 15 and not that bright because they're 15. And no offense, 15-year-olds, if you're out there. Awkward. And this one kid, he's a lifeguard, so he's trained in CPR and how to save lives and use first aid and handle an emergency. But he came in to work one day with his lunch, and I was like, yeah, man, go you, being prepared. And he walks into the break room where the microwave is, and he looks at the microwave, and then he looks at me, and then he looks at the microwave, and he said, how do you open this? And there's a handle. This kid is trained in CPR. He's supposed to save lives. This microwave has a handle. Does he know where the chest is if he has to give compressions? So I pointed to the handle and I said, there's the handle, because that was all true. And he puts his food in and then he closes it and he says, now what? There is a swimming pool filled with children and adults that could potentially drown, and this person certified to save them doesn't know how to use a microwave. That's a little concerning to me, and I wanted to share that with you. Fun story. Well, I think it's fun. I was in Washington, D.C., and I was sitting on a bench reading, and this group of high schoolers that were on a field trip came and sat in the same general vicinity that I was in. And they have very thick Western accents. And there were these two squirrels chasing each other. And one kid goes, hey, you should go wrangle that squirrel. And the guy goes, nah, I ain't that country. And that's a pretty good excuse for anything, I think. There's this math class I don't really want to take, but frankly, I just ain't country enough to take it, so I'm not gonna. Thanks. So this is a fun fact. When people were in Alcatraz and they wanted to escape, they would cover themselves in meat grease that was used for cooking in the kitchens, and they would wrap themselves in cellophane and swim across to the mainland. And I found out about this after spending $300 on a wetsuit. I feel like I could have saved quite a bit of money with a can of Crisco. Here's a couple of questions I have. My first one is, why is it okay for a coyote to poop on a hiking trail, but when my dog does it, I get a fine, and then if I do it, I have to pay for my mental health care? That's an expense I can't afford. I have to pay for that math class I'm too country to take. And my other question is, was it racist or progressive when my mom asked our Japanese exchange student if she knew what rice was? It's a legitimate question. It's not offensive. I just want to know. And I know it's not offensive because I said so. Yep, cool. That's it. Bye.